That's how you are able to proceed through it efficiently when things get tough and you still find a way to keep moving forward because you started with intention. You made a contract with yourself that said, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm standing on business, nothing less I'm tolerating. You just gotta be worth it. Yeah. What's good, everybody? You just gotta be worth it. It's another day in the right direction. It's Saturday. Hopefully you having a great day like I'm having a good one. And we got an even better word, and that is intention. A thing intended, an aim or plan, the healing process of a wound. Do you move with purpose or just motion? Busyness is not productivity. Be intentional or be exhausted. Bullet journaling, highlighting goals, deep breathing. That's truly profound. Hopefully that word doesn't go over your head, and I'm going to explain why. You know, I got to turn the light on. I got to turn the light back on. And that's because when you're intentional with your words, yet alone your actions, it is felt. There's a big difference between a person who's intentional and a person who's just going with the flow, letting things happen to them opposed to them going out and taking that mother. In life, anybody who's gotten to a place of desire, they were intentional with getting there. Obviously, we have our anomalies who've made it through the grace of God. But the gist of it is you have to be intentional when you want to go somewhere in life, whether that's with your career, whether that's with dating, whether that's with relationship. Anything in life, you must be intentional because that's how you get the optimal level of it. That's how you are able to proceed through it efficiently when things get tough and you still find a way to keep moving forward because you started with intention. You made a contract with yourself that said, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm standing on business, nothing less I'm tolerating. And you then proceed through by continuously showing up day in and day out until you arrive to your destination, till you arrive to your target goal. And then you set new goals, pull up more intention, and do it all over. When you don't have intention and you just going with the flow, and when you don't have clarity, how the heck you know you're moving in the right direction? You don't. It's just trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. And then eventually you make it to where you want it to be, but it takes longer than what it could have took if you had more intention. So you're looking at somebody right now who's getting more and more intentional with where I want to go. A common trait I have learned about this content, this social media world, the internet, is a lot of these folks are very intentional, i.e., they're obsessed. Get obsessed with whatever you want to do in this life. You must be obsessed and tolerate no noise or minimal amount of noise and turn that signal up and get obsessed with what you want. Be ultra intentional. And every single day you wake up, 1% better. See, I'm starting a new book today. I finished Atomic Habits, phenomenal book. The ultimate goal of Atomic Habits was expressing that you must set systems and put systems in place for you to ultimately move smoother and transition better in whatever intentional direction you want to go. But this is the new book I'm starting today, shortly after this, because I got to go hit the gym. And that's Outwitting the Devil by yours truly, Napoleon Hill. Whatever's more bigger than elated, that's me. Truly. Because what Outwitting the Devil is going to do is allow myself to be more intentional and give reasons essentially to why I need to be more intentional, because that other boy, Satan, Lucy, trying to stop me. And he's trying to stop you too. But we ain't going for that, because we put that man above before everything and walk through him. And then we reinforce it day in and day out by praying, by standing on business, living through his word. Is it going to be easy? Of course not. But it will be worth it. Look at that. Outwitting the Devil. The secrets to freedom and success. The secrets to freedom and success. Everybody's freedom and everybody's success can look different. What does yours look like? I know mine's look like, but together we can do this. And that's by being intentional. So don't let that go over your head. What's good, everybody? Anthony here, back on another day, posting on YouTube every single day till I get 1,000 subscribers. Consistency is the name of the game. Hard work is the name of the game, and that's only the base level. Crazy, I know. It's the base level, but I'm not stopping for nobody, baby. If you know, you know. That's Keith Sweat right there. All right. And also today is day 47 of 365 being sober. Coming up on that big 50 burger 3 days from now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But I love it, every moment of it. And I will continue to find ways to be more efficient, find ways to repel those other cravings. I have intention on where I will arrive. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Now it's about having the ironclad leading indicators that get there, doing daily tasks. Having your daily signals, your daily tasks, your 3 to 5 that you will do regardless of how you feel. And the rest of the noise you block out until those tasks you must complete each day are finished. And that's what I'm living by. And that's the way you can live too, or a variation of it. Because iron sharpens iron. All right? So I appreciate y'all breaking bread with me yet again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all right, to the video. Help your boy get pushed in that algo for sure. All right? This good content, this good word. And I'm standing on business day in and day out. Building that authority, dude. Not drinking that devil juice. If you know, you know. A lot of folks didn't make it because they was hooked on that. The most crucial, the most dangerous drug, honestly, if you ask me, in the world, or the second most dangerous. I believe the first is lust, but the second is definitely probably alcohol. So never forget, it's another day getting a W. It's another day to be great.